Right, Chloe, so the last couple of papers from you have been very consistent, the last three, where you've been high 50s or low 60s. So again, you're estimating a very similar outcome here. Let's see how close your estimate is going to be. Right, you've missed out one of the gaps there which they wanted you to work out. So unfortunately, you'll drop a mark for that. £3.10 is the right answer. You don't need to do this. It's not asking you how much they end up paying. It's just asking what the discount is going to be. That's good, and that's good too. So 6, 9, 11 on that first page. Right, it's not 620 grams for all 5 because that includes the weight of the 2 boxes which you've taken that you read correctly on the previous page. So you've got to do 620 take away 320, which will give you the weight of the boxes. So then you divide that by 5 to get the weight of 1 block. 65 is too high. 63 is the upper limit of what they're looking for, but then you're correctly multiplying by 8, so you'll get 2 out of the 3 for that one. That's good. That's good. That's not the diameter. The diameter would be right across the middle, going through the center. That is a chord. 92 millimeters is correct. That isn't perpendicular to the line. That's perpendicular to the page. Okay, what you've done there is you've drawn a line that's at right angles to the page. To the line, okay, I've said this before, use these little clear lines on your ruler. Those are at right angles to the edge of the ruler. So if you line one of those up with the printed line, that will give you a perpendicular line, and then slide your ruler until it goes through C, and that's the perpendicular. So 1, 0, 1, 0, 2, 4 for the page. Day 2, 3 days, 2 days, 17.5, and with this one they've got to be in order, so that needs to be in there, and then that would be the median. So 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Correct, correct, correct. Good. 5, 9 for the page. It's not 50.48, it's 50.46. So you've read something off your calculator wrongly there. This isn't 1 decimal place. 14.1 is 1 decimal place, so you will lose a mark there. For this one, to get the x on its own, you have to get rid of and add 5. The opposite of adding 5 is taking away 5, which is 11. And for this one, hopefully you can see that it's being multiplied by 3. It's not always going to be an add. So if the differences aren't the same, it's probably a multiply. 4 times 3 is 12. 12 times 3 is 36. 36 3s are 108. But because the sign alternates, that means that it must be a minus 3 is being multiplied by. So you've got plus times a minus makes a minus 12. Minus times a minus makes a plus 36. Plus times a minus makes a minus 108, and so on. So here 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for the page. 23 is the age. So a year ago, the eldest would have been 46 and the youngest would have been 23. So the range would have been the same. That's correct. 7.5 times 10 is right. That looks good. Let me just check. Excellent. 6 marks. 10 marks to the page. Good page. That one's right. $175 is correct, but then you've got to turn it back into pounds. So if to change pounds to dollars, you're multiplying by 1.52. Here, you're going to have to divide by 1.52. Well done, well done. 7 for the page. Excellent. This is something that we'll practice this week. Take a look how I explain this question. So that is 45 and 90. That could be 120. So that could also be 3/4 of that, which is 90. And then you need to work out the two areas, the maximum possible area, the minimum possible area. That's correct. That's correct. Well done. Excellent. That's correct. And that's correct as well. Excellent. So with this one, if they give you the mean and the number of data items, you can use that to work out what the total temperature would be. So the total will be 12 times 4. So the total temp for the 12-month period will be 48. They then want you to take July out of the measurements. So without July, the total temp will be 48 less 26. And then they want you to work out the new mean. Well, the new mean will be the total temperature divided by the number of months, which isn't 12 anymore because July has come out. So it's 11. That's 2 degrees. 11 for the page. So this is really good. The only thing that you've done wrong here is it's not asking you for the price of the car. It's asking you how much has the value depreciated. So how much has the car lost? Which is going to be what he paid for it, which is that, less that. So unfortunately you lose a mark there, but that's really good. Very strong end there. I think you have done much better than 58, but let's see. 11, 13, 17, 26, 37, 47, 54, 58, 69, 72. 72 is absolutely brilliant. If you can consistently produce work of that standard, you are absolutely going to nail a grade C in November. Well done, Chloe. You're really progressing well.